Hi, this is Chris. Welcome back to my loose leaf junk journal series. I made this loose leaf junk journal in parts 1 and 2. I cut the cardboard for the covers. I covered it. I showed how to install the loose leaf mechanism, and I started adding pages. So I've been thinking I'm going to make this into a recipe journal. I have a lot of recipes. I know probably a lot of you do that you print out from the internet and you're going to try them sometime, and once in a while you try one and you really like it. And so that's what I want to do with this, is put in those recipes that I've tried and I really like, and I want to make them over and over again. One of them is West African sweet potato soup. I found that recipe a few years ago, and I've made it several times, and sometimes I change it up a little bit depending on my ingredients I have on hand, but it's always so good. So I want to keep my notes on that in here. I pulled out some digi-kits. This one is from My Porch Prints, and it's called Grandma's Kitchen. I didn't print out the entire kit, just the pages I thought I might use right now. And something like this could be on a cover, or something like this. And these are from another kit of hers. And I put them in these folders that are made for CDs. There's a pocket here that you would put a CD in, and then any other information that had to go with it for an inner office type delivery, I guess. I thought they would work good for this. This one is Adamo Prints on Etsy. And this one is called In the Kitchen Ephemera Kit. I've printed it out on 20-pound paper and 28-pound paper. And I thought this had some really cute images. And then this one, I printed out to can make a page with it and make a divider. I put it on Epson presentation paper, which I think is 58 pounds, I'm not sure. And then I printed it out on 28-pound paper. I printed it out smaller, trying different sizes. This is on 20-pound paper. I thought that would be cute in there. And I printed out this one from Allegra Digital. I just printed out the one page. I don't remember how many pages were in it. It's called Grocery Graphics, and it has these vintage products. The actual digital is full page with the products larger. I printed them down smaller because I want to use them as little spot illustrations. And then I've got one from Artie Mays. And let's see what this one is called. This one is called Time to Cook. Has this cute little jar with the journaling spot here. You could fold it in half and glue it together to make a little journaling tag, or you could fold it in half and put staple some papers, some scrap papers in there, make a little tiny booklet out of it. Thought that was cute. Or you could cut them apart and use them separately. And then this one has tabs and tickets and banners on it. And then some more cute illustrations and advertising pieces. And there are more pages to that kit. I just printed out the ones I wanted for now. These are my jelly prints. I used one on the inside of the book. Now, these are the original jelly prints here. These were my first jelly prints. And I put them in this folder. So I find these folders on Amazon. They're very lightweight. I like to be able to see what's in them. This was actually A4 size, so I had to trim a little bit off the top to fit into my file box. I just have one of those banker boxes, and I put their name. That's how I store my digiprints. Here's my book, and here are my templates. Here's a scan of one of my jelly prints, so I thought I would like to make a pocket. So there's always things I want to stick in here. If I see a recipe, I'll stick it in there real quick, and then I can later on try it or add it to the book however I want to do. And for a pocket, I could use an envelope, and then I can see what's in my pocket. A couple of those. I have a larger one here. I think I'll use this. Go make it about here, and it will fit a magazine page or a folded printout. And I'm going to cut this about a half inch wider. Make sure it's square. These paper strips. I have a little paper scrap sorter next to my desk that I made out of boxes, packaging boxes. And so I can find some strips in here that would be fun. Our pocket, and this will go right here. I'm working with a new camera, and unfortunately I lost the clips of how I started the front cover, this embellishment part. So I just wanted to say that I took this page from my Porch Prints Grandma's Kitchen, and I cut out the little notebook, and I cut out the little square here, and I had a window envelope with a little bit larger window on it, and it fit my book, and I glued it to the envelope so that the cellophane of the window part was right here, and then that made a pocket out of it. And then I took an index card, or a recipe or file index card, and made a little tab to come out of it. So you'll see in just a second how that's working. But I just wanted to explain how I cut this out and glued it to an envelope, because you can't see that part of the construction. This is dry now. So I'm going to place this on here. I want to make sure it's in there straight and even. Okay, let's see if that fits in there. And there it is. That's cute. I'm thinking what I should do is I should put some fixative on this before I put Mod Podge on it, because I want to protect the inkjet ink. And so, but I don't want to get fixative on this plastic. I'm going to pop this back in here. I'll take it out to the garage and give that a good little spritz. Alright, now I can take that off. So I'm going to let this dry for a bit. I'll bring out the cover. And this can go like so. I'm wondering if I want another layer here. I just discovered last week that my Epson EcoTank printer does instant color copies. I didn't even realize that when I purchased it. I mainly just wanted a EcoTank printer. I think it does pretty good. This is the original, and that is the color copy. And these are the originals. Here and here are the originals, and these are the color copies. This is the original and this is the copy. The greens aren't as bright, the yellows aren't as bright. And this is the original and this is the copy. This came out kind of pink. But I think just for collaging and stuff, that's great. I'm glad that I can make these instant copies and not have to sit at my computer and scan them in and then print them out. So I think I'll put away the originals and then see if there's something here we can use. This to me looks a little bit formal. I mean, it's sort of grungy and stuff, but it looks a bit formal, so I thought I might break that up with something a little bit more grungy. And I would just do a little bit around the edge. That gets kind of lost. Green is a complement of red, so that could work. These blues don't go very well with that blue. This green, where the blue and the green mix together, comes closer to that sort of teal color. And then this one is be a very pale matting. So I'm going to decide what to do with that. see what we come up with. I've narrowed my choice to these two. This is dry now, and I sprayed it with fixative. So I like this bit of blue here. It kind of goes with that blue there. So I will Mod Podge that on. Unfortunately, I didn't realize as I asked the camera to record, it was telling me the card was full and it couldn't record anymore, and I didn't see that. So I Mod Podged down this little part in the back. I Mod Podged the little pocket. These bumps and stuff will straighten out when it dries out. And I was very careful to go around the edge here and around the edge here, but here I could take my brush over the edge. So we'll let that dry up and I'll clean up my brush and stuff. Next, I'm going to make sure that the bottom part of the envelope is glued down tightly, so when I take this in and out, it doesn't catch. So there's a little bit of a space right there. Now, maybe we can find a little something to add to it. Cute. I could have her there. I could have her standing off a little bit. So I will cover up her raw edges. See if there's anything else we can add to this. Sack of flour would be cute if I printed out smaller. A little sack of flour there. Here's some cake flour. That's cute. Now I always like to do something on the back too. So I'm going to take the other side of this and I'm going to cut it down. And I think I'll use a smaller corner rounder. I'll use this one. I think that's a better scale. I'm looking for something that has to do with baking, but there really isn't. There's salt. There's no baking powder. There's olive oil. There's some kind of beer. I think I'll take the salt. And I'm going to trim this up. And now when I put it away in here, I've got this little CD pocket. I can put the scraps in there so they don't get lost. Like that. And then the little potato chip I can put in a little envelope. Well, here's a little bag. It was used for something else. So I can just put that in there. And then I don't lose them. So here's the salt. And then I have to have a little piece of the lace. And another thing, I need to find one more thing. I went into my Adamo Prints kitchen recipe digifiles and I selected 2 images and printed them out different sizes. They came out a little bit bigger than I expected, but I thought maybe a basket of bread down there, that would be good. Or here are some loaves. But I'm thinking the basket of bread. So I think something like that's kind of cute. I think I'll make the lace come in a little closer with the lace. And do that. So I'm going to go ahead and Mod Podge those on and come back when it's all done. So I need to Mod Podge the rest of this book also, and I won't make you sit through that. Okay, I think the cover is done. You can put a little card in here. Goes right in there. And it says recipes. And on the back, I put the little basket of bread and some Morton salt. Here's the little girl baking. And here's Swan's Down cake flour. And then we made this pocket to hold magazine recipes for further investigation. So I won't have time to work on pages today. This took quite a bit of time, waiting for things to dry and all that. And so next time, in part 4, I'll be making more pages and I'll be making pockets and tuck spots to put recipes in. And have some more fun with this. So thanks for watching and have a great day crafting. Bye-bye.